Hey, good morning, everybody. So I thought I'd just walk you through my trade recap on NVIDIA. So this one, as you know, through my weekly watch list, you can see how this has been a huge area, 144.37, 144.49, where we reject, we consolidate, support, 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 support. So we saw that on the market, pre-market, we were showing some relative weakness, and I was thinking that this was going to break early, but it didn't for one simple reason. It's because QQQ was off to the races like a rocket ship. So what did it do? It comes down, it grabs some liquidity, it goes to the high, it pushes down back here right to, again, our huge support level. So you could have gone long here, which I didn't do because psychologically I had a bias that I wanted this to break. And that's the danger, right? Is that we want the market to do one thing and it's doing something totally different. So, great reminder, just again, trade the liquidity levels, right? I know this is a very strong area of support. So, but my brain was, well, I want to see it break. Well, people want to win the lotto without buying a lottery ticket, and then there's others that would love to get out of jail, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen, right? So, we come down, we push to liquidity, we went to the high of day, we come back and we retest it, we come back up here to the liquidity. This would have been a great area to get short, but I didn't want to short the market on the strength of QQQ. So I'm sitting here waiting for it to come back down here, see what it's going to do. It flirts with it, pops up, flirts with it, and then ultimately fails. And then I was actually patient enough on this one to wait for the retest. Then on the retest, and this is why you can't just look at candles by themselves, right? This is a bullish hammer. But what do you know? It's literally closing right below the level. So the bottom of this candle close was 144.36. What's my level? 144.37 by a penny. And then what did it do? It dumped. Now, I will tell you, I did have Bryce's supply and demand indicator on, and there was an order of buyers, let me show you, that was sitting right about here, if I'm not mistaken, but it was only a 30-minute zone, okay? So if we broke this zone and then we come up and retest it and it doesn't hold, guess what there was all the way down to the bottom? Well, let me turn it on and I'll show you. Nothing other than pure red, meaning sellers. And then where were the next level of buyers? Down here at 141.80, which was my next level. They're all sitting right here. So I had a high level of confidence that it was going to push to this level. Unfortunately, I wish I would have gotten in even heavier than where I did, but these contracts went from $77 where I cashed out all the way down here at 210. Now it bounced, came back down, we tested it, we bounced it again, but look at what it did. It literally, again, is rejecting the prior pivot. And you guys know this as, right, a break of structure, change of structure if we get above it. So the next trade opportunity was, there's a ton of buyers just sitting down here, right? Well, I'm not going to short when we're in heavy demand at a 2-hour and a 3-hour time frame. But you could have taken the calls right here once we broke above my level, test it, right? Test it, break it, reclaim it to go higher. These contracts here, you could have gotten in at 20 bucks. I got into a small handful of them. I didn't get into a huge position, but they went from $20 all the way up to $70, 300% back to the upside. And why was this a good high probability trade setup? Because I have overlapping zones, 2 hour of buyers, 3 hours of buyers. But you note here, 15 minutes of buyers isn't going to hold when the market is selling off in a specific stock. So this is what the trade looked like. Huge winner. Really happy with it. But again, it took a lot of patience in not wanting to chase it. right? So again, just wait for the level to hold, go long, wait for the level to hold, go short, wait for the level to break, go short, all the way to the next level. And again, super handy with the supply and demand indicator. And I'm not advocating for it, but I'm telling you, I'm advocating for it because it's just so helpful to be able to see this. You can have price levels, you can have pivot points, but unless you really know where the buyers and sellers are sitting, it just makes your job a lot harder. So hopefully that helps, and have an absolutely fantastic weekend, everybody. And if there's anything I can do, feel free to reach out. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.